People are also concerned about public safety, which has been a major focus in your administration. Since we had the shooting recently, the double homicide on Cherry Street, just a few days before, there was a meeting of downtown business owners who were concerned about the level of staffing with the sheriff's office. And when we posted our story on that, you said those issues have been addressed. So could you update us on what is going on with sheriff's patrols, particularly in the downtown, and your efforts to curb violence throughout the whole community?
I think we've seen an increased police presence. I know we have since that incident happened. We've also had one less bar that's open right now selling alcoholic beverages, so that's been addressed in that way. We've been working closely with Captain Michael Biddick in that area, who handles that on staffing concerns. So I think in that respect, it's working out. We've also are going to start the enforcement of the new alcohol ordinances that we have, in particular those dealing with security cameras, the number of cameras, the quality of cameras, where they're located at, as well as whether or not you have armed security guards or not, and having to be registered and having to have police officers there. Our hope is to encourage locations that can hire police to have actually police officers there working. But certainly we want to know that there's good cameras, and I think there's good visibility there to get a whole picture of what we're doing. We're also been talking to, on the backside, many technology improvements that we're looking at making, not just in downtown Macon, but all across Macon-Bibb County, that'll make us safer, and they'll give new resources and tools to the Sheriff's Department. So we've addressed them in multiple areas. We also have on Tuesday, we have a proposal coming out for a resolution for payment of our public safeties, which we believe is going to not only recruit the guys that we're trying to recruit now, but also retain the ones that are there. We've done a pretty good job recently of hiring new deputies based on the new pay increases that we have, but we continue to lag behind in retaining our good deputies that we have in the longevity piece. We believe we're going to at least take a large bite out of that, if not solve it, this next week or over the next couple of weeks with our new pay plan that we have coming out for our public safety. So I think all those ways, there's ways to increase boots on the ground. We're also going to continue to work with our downtown business partners and look for a nightlife ordinance plan that we can agree with, and we're getting input from them. So I do think that most of the bar owners now get more actively engaged. They realize there's some issues that they need to address in-house, and they're more open to do that, including the possibility of, if someone's been banned from a particular bar or nightclub in downtown Macon, that they have technology that will link everybody together so they can ban them from all the places, so you kind of weed out the bad apples. So we're looking forward to carrying this process through. I think it's going to, it's also going to depend on the COVID. People have been in their homes for a long period of time, and all of a sudden they're out. So the numbers have dramatically increased on the number of people on the streets of Macon-Bibb County and at these places. We'll continue to monitor that and see if it continues to increase or if it decreases because of the possible variant that we have.
And of course, you've also been having listening sessions across the district. Have you been able to glean anything from those meetings? Anything that surprised you about the issues of violence and possible solutions?
Well, I think we've learned a lot from all across probably the 12 forums that we have, and we have a couple more scheduled, including one with youth that'll be private, as well as Mallory Jones has one, and I think there's another youth forum that's coming up in another area. Pretty consistent. We're getting some common themes around everyone. That we need more parental involvement. We need more things for children to do. We need a higher police presence, maybe more technology for cameras and things like that. Accountability for parents as well as the children. There's been some other thoughts out there that we have to flesh out. We do have a strategic planning session with the Carl Vinson Institute that we're going to roll out in September, around the 28th, where we'll formalize all these plans, and then we'll begin to finalize the regulations on how we're going to put money into these neighborhoods for the solutions they have brought to the table. Things like midnight basketball, maybe the PALS program, some security cameras in certain areas that have crime, shot stoppers, shot spotters is a particular technology we're looking at to show us where any shots were fired and what type of equipment was used, and we could even go find the shell casings and run those through our system to see if they've been used in any other crime. So I think we have a multi approach on this between the sheriff-led and the community-led. Our mental health has been very active, and what we heard a lot is we need to make sure that people need to get mental health treatment in certain areas, in particular those that need the additional conflict resolution. We believe if we can get to the kids early enough and do the conflict resolution and make sure we instill that in them, they'll turn to other ways to vent their frustrations as opposed to reaching out for a gun. So they've been very helpful across the community. The civilian group we had coming here from the military done an excellent job at gathering data for us, and we're going to put all that together in a plan in September to help move that MVP program around.